support duo on Wildcard Gaming, like this position 4 Zeus and position 5 Dazzle. I felt like the Clockwork and the Winter Wyvern were so instrumental in game number 1 in like how they were able to initiate and counter-initiate, as now like a Dazzle and a Zeus are not nearly as able to do those things.
And I'm just not personally sold on Phosphor Zeus. I know that, you know, Kuroki's had a lot of success on it, and it's had good games. I just feel like most of the time when I see this hero, it's just blah as a 4. And that's why I was kind of hoping Wildcard would put it mid, because that, I mean, like you mentioned, Zeus is just, he doesn't have much utility, right? There's no stun. I guess it has a mini stun, but I don't think that really counts.
Yeah.
He's just damage, which is something that I feel like Wildcard were already in a fine spot with if you just put it mid and pick up another kind of more aggressive 4. Like the Tiny, perhaps, which was coincidentally already picked.
We'll see how it's gonna work out here in game number 2. Now, 5RATFORCESTAFF, this is still upper bracket. In this series here, whoever loses will go down to the lower bracket, which that will be the next series here on this channel afterwards. So we'll see who will get eliminated today, as 5RATFORCESTAFF, they want for sure be keeping in that upper bracket, as there are 4 Treants now surrounding Rudy. Nearly gets the full surround, but
These Treants are so annoying versus Tiny early. You have 0 armor, so they hit so much harder than they might normally versus other heroes.
And it will be 3 bounty runes for the Radiant, as well as a D ward already for the Zeus.
A lot of damage though done to the Dragon Knight. That was the one thing we didn't really talk about. They did pick this Dragon Knight into the Wyvern already, so that Arctic Burn percentage based damage, very nice early on, and very nice just overall in the game. As we see, they're just gonna flick him a little bit here.
Well, I'm taking a lot of damage here. And I mean,
luckily, like, that the one nice change for Dragon Knight versus Wyvern is you can't reapply the burn.
Yeah.
So otherwise, it would be unplayable. It used to be unplayable. That was actually it literally was.
A little bit better for Dava Llama with that. It's now overall these lanes, where do you feel like the most kills are going to be happening?
I feel like it would be top, if anywhere. I do think that Dazzle Luna can get kills, but the profit pick's really nice just because there's not a lot of stuns between those 2 heroes. So you can always just TP away with that teleportation. If you were to like, you know, hold a gun to my head, I would say the top lane would be where First Blood was.
Okay. I'm not gonna
do
that.
You can just hold me to it just normally. You don't have to be a psycho about it or anything, but
okay. I'm holding you to it normally. Do you know when Wildwing Ripper, like the neutral one, just uses Hurricane? Like, what does it trigger?
I imagine it's similar to the other triggers, where it's 3+ units.
Is it? I feel like sometimes it's just random. You just randomly get Hurricane.
I mean, maybe. I couldn't tell. I just know Centaur and Hellbear are exclusively 3 units, right?
Dava Llama, he's taking a lot of damage. Is he just dead? You're just so smart, Bright Side. There is the First Blood in the top lane.
And the problem with the Dragon Knight in this lane is your support doesn't really have a way to save you. You have the slow from Heavenly Jump, I guess, but the Wyvern slows plus the Ghoul Frenzy slow are so overwhelming.
Let's see how this lane continues to develop, especially up top. I feel like it's... Actually, mid lane Rudy is getting very low here as well against the puck. How is this matchup supposed to go, do you feel?
I think this is generally pretty even. The runes, of course, always make lanes a little bit more even, but Rudy's actually going to have to walk back to base, so a big win for Kits. As Giant...
Oh, the Poison Touch reapplied is now. That's going to be the ensnare from the creep with Doom here, but not going to be enough damage to finish off Sammy Boy.
The level 2 Poison Touch is such a scary timing. Doom almost just goes down straight up to it. We'll be fine. And it does seem like Eve will pretty successfully get through the earth. I feel like Prophet's the most suffocating in the first few levels before you have the levels in Lunar Blessing. Specifically, just CSing is tough. But
Yeah.
Eve done a very nice job. And honestly, Sammy Boy's done a very nice job as well. 5 CS for him. Can secure any creeps that the Luna might miss with that Shadow Wave.
Here in the mid lane, there's going to be a toss onto the puck, but not going to be enough to finish off Kids. At the same time, up top here, DNM taking a lot of damage and actually falls.
But he died. I'm not sure how Lifestealer dies in this lane, but that's a big kill. Not a hero that you want to have early deaths on. You're very reliant on having a good lane and being this like unmovable wall, I feel like.
And now
Like
with
Lifestealer wants to Lifestealer just wants to like sit in lane and just kind of hit creeps and be unkillable. And so early death like that is tough.
especially now with like the creep wave still pushing in favor of Dalai Lama. Like this is really good for the Dragon Knight. Now has hit level 4, while DNM still like it's gonna hit level 4 as well now, but there's still 2 range creeps.
Not to mention, look at the CS.
Yeah.
David Lama is just straight up out CSing him in this lane. He's got double bracer on the Dragon Knight. So 83 damage right now on David Lama. Just tough to contest CS.
Down bottom. With all the slows plus the Zeus, they will find the kill onto speed.
Great rotation from Alex too, because he's just not needed top right now. David Lama completely free farming in this lane while the Zeus rotates. And so they get the free kill bottom. And Giant has to be careful. I think he's just found.
Yeah, there's going to be the Poison Touch, and they have the Vision, the Toss, an easy kill. And Sammy Boy says, my kill.
Really nice support rotations from Wildcard. And that was what you were worried about. Was can the supports get enough done? But a great string there from Wildcard. Gets them back-to-back core kills.
Yeah, I feel like I underestimated how many slows you have, like, as a Dazzle Zeus support duo. Like, if you get the Poison Touch, and then Heavenly Jump, you have a Lightning Bolt, like, the heroes are just stuck.
Yeah, and the kill on the Prophet's particularly nice just because it's going to delay the timing of him getting that bottom tower. So you want to buy time for the trade to come out in the top lane. Inevitably, as I see David Lama just doesn't care.
Yeah, he's getting close to level 6. I mean, yeah, he has completely recovered in this lane.
I mean, I don't think he was ever behind. He died the one time, but the CS has always been in his to his advantage.
Especially those 13 denies. I mean, that's a lot. Against the Lifestealer, he's doing very, very well.
And that is the problem with the early death on Lifestealer. Again, he's behind in levels now, and he's seemingly just going to get pushed out of lane by a Dragon Knight.
So now Zeus is back here. As, with the Arctic Burn now on cooldown, DNM has to be careful and has to back off.
Level 6 is online for the Dragon Knight, so do they rotate to him? What are they going to make do? There's a chance that they just force this fight bottom, maybe? And just try and let him take the tower by himself?
Meanwhile, Treants together with the Nature's Prophet are already doing a great work at this bottom tower. So there's got to be a response from Wildcard Gaming. That's going to be the stun onto the Lifestealer. But with the Dragon Form, slowly but surely.
And you can see Rudy's coming. He's smoked up.
Yeah, they're going to find Albino Zebra. There's going to be a first stun. Rudy is going to go for the Avalanche. Toss straight onto the Winter Wyvern. No spell coming out from him. A nice Dream Coil onto 2. But do they have the damage to finish anybody off? DNM now with the Rage, trying to fight back. But Rudy still at full health. Speed joining in as well as Dalai Lama trying to hit back here. No
combo in 1 second.
Rudy, he gets the toss off. Is it going to be enough? Kids is dead and Rudy will survive. As the Treants are
Alex
trying to
has
go
another
for a body
jump.
block.
And just another great fight from Wildcard. They do lose their Dragon Knight, so it kind of sucks that they had to. Dragon form is now on cooldown for a while. They don't get the tower, but you'll absolutely take that hero trade. Dragon Knight for the mid puck. We were applauding Kit's last game for his early rotations, but this time just it's tough to play into the tiny early. We saw it right there.
Like, this is also why they wanted to have this tiny mid. Like, as soon as he's there, the puck needs to be so careful, as it could just be bursted down, as speed is gonna get found with the avalanche and the toss. However, there are 2 core heroes there from the Dire, and no further follow-up.
So really nice for Wildcard, and once again, you're making space for the Luna. Eve just farming away. He had is a little behind the Nature's Prophet out of the lanes, but once again, you expect this hero to be top net worth here in a couple minutes.
Yeah, and especially it is a Luna versus the lifesteal. Like, in terms of farming, DNM is going to struggle a lot more, as there's going to be this first stun into the avalanche and the toss, but the save with the cold embrace will not be...
not quite enough damage.
Not enough damage there to finish off the lifestealer.
Really nice cold embrace there from Albino Zebra, saving his life.
As he is now in the creep.
Gonna regen up.
And now,
but you are starting DNM. Just look at the net worth,
yeah,
and that really tells the tale. He is so behind right now, and this is just not a hero that you want to be behind on. You have no flash farm capabilities. You have no real recovery mechanics as a hero.
And they're still trying to hold this top tower, but there are 4 heroes there from the Radiant with a siege creep. It is still tough to go onto a lifestealer.
Nice response, though, maybe coming out from 5RAT in the mid lane. The Prophet comes in with the Treants. Don't know if they're going to get the tower, but a lot of pressure towards that mid lane.
They're staying true to their name of playing Rat Dota. As there's going to be the avalanche, the toss onto the puck. Not enough this time to finish off Kits.
It also has a regen rune. Will regen back up to full. So nice counterplay from 5RATFORCESTAFF, and that's the one thing they have this game that they didn't really have last game, is they have a lot of ways to split the map. As we've seen, we've kind of just been seeing Giant has just taken over the bottom lane. So they're gonna have another scaling core with this Phosphor Doom eventually.
Alex has been found here, but with Dazzle in the area. And I feel like this game has become a little bit of a stalemate. Like, Radiant wants to go for this top tower, but it is defended quite well by a Winter Wyvern plus Lifestealer. And so, who do you feel like is more under pressure to do something right now? You mentioned the Doom getting farmed for the Dire.
I do think the Radiant are still the ones that need to be making plays happen. Just because you look at how their cores scale. And despite the Lifestealer being behind, it's still a very good Lifestealer game.
Yeah.
And the rest of the other heroes are keeping up very well with the Doom scaling. So Wildcard, I feel like you've got to feel a little pressure to make stuff happen. Though maybe you're just fine with letting your Luna completely take over the game. I just don't know if that's going to be a thing this game with how well Kits and Speed are keeping up.
Yeah, as well as like, oh, there's gonna be Sammy Boy here, but rotation from Kits. They're looking to counter-initiate here. The Dream Coil connects onto the Dragon Knight. Sammy Boy coming from the side, but immediately gonna be silenced up. Rudy making the rotation. There's gonna be the Rage already used, but a nice Winter's Curse keeping the Tiny in place, making sure Rudy does not get anything off there, as we have a quick pause with some ping issues.
Really nice fight so far here for 5RATFORCESTAFF. They have the DD on puck for this entire engagement with the Witchblade.
Yeah. And I also, like you mentioned, we're gonna be continuing continuing here as Rudy simply going to be able to walk away as the puck has been found with the avalanche toss. Not going to be enough, and Kids on a sliver of HP will survive. Is there enough? Oh, he's going for the mana for the ultimate on the Zeus. It will not be enough.
The last raindrop charge with the bottle.
Oh.
Kids. And this is one way to kind of counterplay the tiny combo in the early game as a puck. You buy up those early raindrops. Saves his life twice there in the span of 20 seconds or so.
Yeah. It's now immediate.
And again, it is another fight that Wildcard's trying to force. But just another great response from 5RATFORCESTAFF as they slow, although speed.
He's getting caught out here. The smoke from Rudy and Sammy Boy able to find the Nature's Prophet, who was just trying to farm up in the enemy woods, not minding anybody's business.
That's a very nice find. Big item though, Giant has completed that Blink Dagger. Again, we haven't really seen him much this game.
Yeah, he's very low level when he started being down here. I think he was like level 4, and now he's level 8 in the span of like 4 minutes, plus having a Blink Dagger finished.
He unfortunately, it doesn't have a Centaur, but he does have the Blink, and they're going to, again, look top. This tier 1 is still alive somehow.
Oh, this is going to be the smoke.
Oh, but maybe this would be a huge kill.
This would be massive. There's going to be the jump forward. There's going to be the Dream dropped with the Dream Coil. And Eve's taking so much damage. He is dead. Beautiful find there. And did they lose? They lost a top tower for that, but well worth it, as Albina Zebra just going to be able to TP on out. And Dire going to find a tier 1 mid as well. Alex, you cannot stay here, my friend.
And they're not able to defend this tower. Great movement from 5RATFORCESTAFF. They get the Luna kill. They get the mid tier 1. You're completely fine with losing your top tier 1 in that trade.
And I feel like you mentioned about like, oh, there's going to be an avalanche toss. Not quite enough. Kids bottles up. One other right click. No, jumps to the orb. And the curse will be to save Kids there.
Bit overkill there, maybe from Albino Zebra, but just wants to make sure his puck survives. Yep.
And you were talking about like Wildcard Gaming might just feel comfortable to have like this Luna absolutely farm so much, but there is going to be Doom plus a Winter's Curse that she has to play against in this game, which I feel right. If you're really going for that one hero all in, going with all the farm on them, it's quite scary. It's quite scary.
Yeah, not to mention you have a lot of ways to kite Luna this, right? You have the puck with a lot of mobility, you have the Prophet split push, and the eventual sprouts coming out. So I really like how 5RATFORCESTAFF's lineup is scaling this game. And even DNM is beginning to recover, right? He's gotten some space. Has kind of been untouched for the last few minutes. And the nice thing about Lifestealer this game, it doesn't really matter if he's top net worth, because I feel like just innately by his hero existing, he's kind of a wall for Wildcard.
Yeah.
They don't really have a way to get through the Lifestealer. They have to find a way to kill him, but you always have that curse.
With the avalanche connecting onto 2, Albino Zebra doesn't get the curse off thanks to this toss there from Rudy. Immediate buyback from the Winter Wyvern. Sammy Boy already at the end. Sammy Boy still looking for the tiny here, but now that the rage is worn off, there's gonna be the avalanche plus the toss. They toss his dead body, and he is dead there. It's gonna be a Doom now used onto Rudy, and this tiny will fall for it. But I mean, you force the buyback from the Winter Wyvern, not the biggest deal, but you get this kill onto the Lifestealer.
I feel like Wildcard's pretty happy with that, though. The buyback was used from the Wyvern. Doom was also used. And you still managed to get that Lifestealer kill. And I was just talking about I was just talking about their ability to for Lifestealer to survive this game, but it will get tough for him to survive if he continues to be this low net worth.
Yeah, man.
Like it does feel like he needs like a casual Sange maybe. He's going Deso. It just feels like he might get it too late.
Yeah, I feel like right now he really, as you mentioned, like he really needs to be that wall. He really needs to survive, like something that gives him some stats, because 1300 HP or like 2000 HP with that armlet, I don't really think it's gonna be enough. As oh, there's gonna be the Winter's Curse connecting onto the Dazzle. Rudy gonna get graved, but not enough to survive. As
Oh,
Sammy
Sam,
boy, DNM is still gonna be nuts.
Okay, they didn't chase. Wow.
Yeah,
I thought he was for sure dead. But the one nice thing about that mid fight for 5RATFORCESTAFF is they got vessel charges on their Furion. So speed, he's able to go mid with the coil, and then the vessel particularly great against the tiny, just the percentage damage burn. And they're able to bring it down. Very low commitment too to be able to kill the tiny at this point in the game. I mean, he's got 21 armor. You'd normally figure they would struggle more, but there's just a lot of percentage. There's just a lot of magic damage coming out from the side of 5RAT.
Yeah. And now with that 3000 net worth lead, it is very much on Wildcard Gaming. They're going to go for the Dragon form here with the smoke from Sammy Boy and Dalai Lama looking towards top.
Sammy Boy's smoke just broke on the puck.
Oh no. Dalai Lama still looking for it. Has the Blink Dagger. Finds Speed here. Is it going to be enough damage though? Speed just walks out of the breath. As now the Avalanche coming in from Rudy. But the Infest will be enough to save Speed. He's so low. He's not.
And now there's no rage.
And now there's no rage on DNM. That's going to be the Eclipse. The Treants will soak up a little bit, but Lifesteal is going to die a second time. Now Doom comes out onto the Luna, but two of your core heroes are already dead. Nice curse there from Albino Zebra. Turns it around onto Eves and will find the kill onto the Luna. As now Kids looking for Zeus, finds the Zeus. And still plays around it, but the Blink with the stun onto the puck, and now the Avalanche, not enough. One more right click from Rudy. Is it gonna be the toss?
Got the toss. Oh, DNM. It just looked a bit. He looked a bit indecisive there, perhaps on the initial decision to pop the rage and fight, or infest his teammate and run. He winds up popping both. And then when he comes out of the Nature's Prophet there, he doesn't have rage. 5RAT, they tried. It felt like they did everything in their power to like turn that fight. Beautiful curse, beautiful doom. But they were just at such a numbers disadvantage from the start.
Yeah, if you like, they already lost two core heroes before they actually like started really fighting, and they still managed to take down the Luna. I feel like that is kind of like where we already can see how 5RATFORCESTAFF, like if they have all 5 heroes there to fight together, that fight might just look very, very different.
The problem's going to be if they get this Aegis on the Luna in the Roche Pit right now. The big counter to Doom is just having 2 lives after all.
Yeah. Just respawn faster.
Or just buyback, you know?
Just be low level so it doesn't matter.
Oh, that's the real tech right there. I'm
I'm
a pro at that one.
Same. Now
that will be Aegis for Eve, and that's gonna pretty much. How does 5RAT fight around the Luna? Right, it feels like they've doomed Luna every fight, but can you afford to do that and still take the fight? Can you afford to not doom the Luna? I guess is the question.
Dazzle now also has his shards, so I feel like there are pieces coming together now for the Radiant. As there's going to be the Poison Touch applied, the Hex with the toss. That's the kill onto Kids there. He's very high level 16. That's a lot of experience going the way of Rudy and Sammy.
And that was the shard reveal, like you mentioned. He just walked up the high ground into the Poison Touch.
As there's going to be an Avalanche, you're going to find Albino Zebra as well.
Oh no. It feels like 5RAT are struggling, and this is where the Nature's Prophet pick starts to feel pretty bad. Because how do you don't have a true way to start fights again, similar to game 1. And now that this 5-man from Wildcard's starting to come together, what's the response from 5RATFORCESTAFF?
Great question. As we do now see here a DD on this Tiny, and they're occupying the enemy triangle. If Speed comes into this, he will just be food.
I think they have a pretty good idea.
Yeah.
And again, the Prophet's going a very utility-oriented build. You see he's got the Vessel, drums, going Wraith Pact. So he's not exactly scaling into this secondary core. And you do start to be a bit concerned, I feel like, about the damage output from 5RATFORCESTAFF, don't you?
Yeah, it feels like, especially now with the BKB on Eves, Tiny actually going for 3 volley next, going for the Agnum Scepter after the Blink Dagger.
Yeah, this is the popular build. You get the Blink Echo into the volley, and the volley applies the Echo Saber slow.
Oh.
Which is very, very nice, of course.
Now, there's going to be the smoke with the Infest into the puck. They're going to find Dazzle first, but the immediate counter initiate by Rudy is not going to be enough. Sammy Boy will be buying back here. Rudy already so low with the Spirit Vessel will fall.
Great smoke. That's the exact targets that they want. They want the Dazzle and the Tiny. They pretty much just completely ignored the Dragon Knight for that fight, and you kind of have to. So great little find there, and they still have Doom. So they could definitely look to make another play. And especially now that they have this BKB on Giant freshly completed, it gets a little bit easier for him to start fights. He's kind of their main source of initiation.
Yeah, Giant has he's been taking a lot of farm. 8,000 net worth, only 2,000 gold behind his own Lifestealer. We do have the Desolator finish now, by the way. So that is also where a lot of bonus damage now is coming from.
He's going to look for a Scotty. So the Scotty, very nice this game, specifically against the Luna. But you have to get there. That's the first concern. He's still like 3,000 gold off.
Yes, they're gonna lose their top tier 2 as there's still the Aegis on the Luna. You can't really fight into that 1 more minute. And the Luna is going Lincoln Sphere next. So trying to counteract this Doom and or Curse.
And there are not a lot of great ways to break Lincolns this game. It's really just like the Splitter Blast, I suppose.
Yeah.
Sammy Boy is gonna walk in here.
And he saw the Winter Wyvern. There's going to be the Zeus ultimate. There's the jump forward here. Albino Zebra already found and being brought down. Giant with his BKB able to just TP out.
That is not how you want to use your 9-second BKB on Doom.
No,
but just a great super heads up Zeus ulti. They immediately identify the Wyvern and take him out. And just I feel like that can happen for the rest of the game. Is this Wyvern is constantly going to be under duress in these team fights, just because of the vision advantage from that Thunder God's Wrath.
We do now have the Agnum Scepter finished for the Tiny, so 3 volley is available. The Wraith Pact finish on the Nature's Prophet. And the Lincoln Sphere finish for the Luna. I feel like that's the big one. Like, can Eve survive?
And again, not the greatest of ways to break it. It's just Sprout and the Splinter Blast. So a lot of pressure on those 2 heroes to find a way to break the Lincolns. They do have the completed Wraith Pact as well, so just another utility in the pocket of 5RATFORCESTAFF.
There's going to be now the smoke from Wildcard Gaming. And they saw in the mid lane, Albino Zebra pushing out the wave.
They're going to go straight into the triangle. They've counter-smoked on 5RAT.
Yeah, the counter-smoke is just holding the high ground. There, Rudy breaks the smoke, jumps forward, immediately finds the Winter Wyvern. The Winter Wyvern is already dead, has the buyback, and will decide to use it. Eves used his BKB. However, there's once again the Winter Wyvern still here. Bought back and back into the fight with the BKBs now down on the Radiant side. Can Dire re-engage into this? As there's another
Wildcard want to completely get out. No BKBs available.
Yeah.
This 5RAT want to use this buyback on the Winter Wyvern.
hits. His
what a play from Alex.
Oh, they don't find anybody here. Not even Sammy Boy gets caught.
Just such a sick read from Wildcard. They read that they're smoking. Just they position perfectly to break it.
Oh,
and nobody's gonna die. Maybe Sammy, but nobody of real importance.
Rudy's getting gone on here with the Dream Coil. Getting found, doesn't have his own BKB, and that Lifestealer is just hurting him. The Stoneman has been found at the same time. Giant. It's gonna be fine.
It looked like Wildcard had that completely read, but Rudy just not expecting them, I guess, to get all the way up there. Huge kill, though, for 5RATFORCESTAFF. They actually get a kill off of the Wyvern buyback.
And they get a kill onto the Tiny.
Yeah, and they keep Doom up as well. They did not have to expend it.
Now, in the mid lane Eves, there is DNM in the area, as well as Kids and Giant if they want to make a play here. But the rest of Wildcard Gaming is smoked around at Eves. They're going to see Kids hit the Zeus ultimate. They're going to find DNM first, and DNM is just dead. Ooh. And now, that's going to be a Grave on the full health Luna, making sure she's safe.
And now AB1 as well, Albino Zebra.
Oh no, that's going to be the stun. And they're going to find the first kill. Giant going to be slowed by that Dragon Form as well. Has a stun with the War Stomp, but it's not going to be enough. And they find 3 quick kills without their Tiny. Oh no.
Yeah, and this is where your Lifestealer being this far behind really starts to hurt. Yeah. 1 blink stun from the Dragon Knight, and he's just dead. Great coordination from Wildcard, and the Ags rush from Zeus is absolutely working wonders as well, giving them that little bit extra damage to find these heroes off of the Dragon Knight stun. This is really, it feels like this is one of the few times where you see the Zeus and it feels like Wildcard are abusing the vision off of the ulti. Yeah. I feel like you don't see that a lot.
They nearly always, like, right at the beginning of a team fight, they use it, and very often Sammy Boy is in a position to then use a Poison Touch, which applies the Hex onto two heroes or something like that, and it immediately starts a fight very, very well for them. As well as, like, Dalai Lama getting the stun.
Completely agree. And we're going to see the itemization kind of shift here for 5RATFORCESTAFF because of this jump potential. We say Aeon Disc queued up on the puck. Maybe he was going to go that before, but now Speed has finished his BKB, so that's a very big item as well.
Yeah, we'll see here as Roche. It's going to be respawning in 1 minute.
He buys the Tome as well on the Prophet, so now he's level 20. Has the leash talent. If he hasn't skilled it yet, maybe he's thinking. Yeah, okay, there we go. So I was going to say, why would you would never not go this talent. So the leash, very, very nice, specifically against the Zeus, I guess, if you find him. Cannot jump out of that. Honestly, it's not that great against the other heroes, though.
I guess that was why he was contemplating maybe going the other one.
Yeah, it's just you look at, so you, like, Luna wants to his itemized to kind of stand her ground.
Yeah.
Lincoln's Butterfly, Dragonlance. Just a very tanky, hard to kill hero. You're not. I mean, Dragon Knight doesn't give a 2 hoot. Doesn't give a single hoot actually.
It's gonna get found here by the Doom. They're gonna break the Lincoln. There's the Doom now, but BKB gotten off by the Luna, and she's just gonna walk away. Speed now in the area. Sammy Boy got gone on and silenced up. No chance for a grave there. As now Eves forced to stand his ground and fight, and it's just getting pummeled upon. But the tree volley bringing DNM so low. He has to rage away. Jump in from Dalai Lama, but a nice save there by Albino Zebra. It's not going to be enough. The blink forward onto the Winter Wyvern, as now that's going to be another tree volley.
Rune.
As now Rudy, he's looking for more avalanche coming through. Cannot cut through the trees, as with the BKB TP out, Speed will survive, and with him DNM.
That's like the best case fight. I feel like 5RAT are going to get. Beautiful jump from Kits, completely controlling Dazzle.
Yeah. And
while that's happening, they get the Doom onto the Luna. But despite that, despite the best case fight for 5RATFORCESTAFF, I feel like Wildcard are still okay with the position that they wind up in.
Yeah, and I like this lifestealer, like against one tree volley, he took like 90% of his HP as damage.
Yeah, and he actually has been forced to go Lincolns because of the Dragon Knight stun this game. He feels like that's the only way he can die, is that if he gets, you know, Dragon Knight stun into the Zeus damage. And I honestly can't say I completely disagree.
Yeah, it feels like he just gets stunned and immediately bursted by all the damage that Radiant has.
Yep. But again, that was Doom used. That was the BKB reveal on the Nature's Prophet, the 20 talent reveal. It's just looking really tough right now. I feel like the overwhelming damage advantage that Wildcard have is starting to show itself. Where all of their cores, it feels like all their cores are a threat.
They're gonna go into the Roach Pit, but Kids is in the area, gets a 4-hero silence with the Dream Coil already. They're gonna find the Dazzle already dead. Now looking for Eves here. They break the Lincolns, the jump forward, gets his BKB off, and now looking to turn this around. Giant just dies. There's gonna be a nice Winter's Curse, but it doesn't connect onto Eves, and they find the kill onto Albino Zebra. Eves, he's getting lower and lower, and finally dies there. As Dire able to find a good fight there. As Alex, is he gonna be able to get out of this? Yeah, he can just walk it off. But they find the kill onto the Luna, but it cost them so much.
Yep. They once again they're able to get into the fight and isolate the Luna. And they've pretty much reached the point, it feels like, where the Luna is no longer king of the castle. The question's going to be on if they can deal with the other cores that are scaling from Wildcard. You look at Rudy, and well, he's got a full data list.
Yeah.
So that physical damage you were talking about, that the Lifestealer was so scared of, it's really starting to ramp up here. And there's going to be a full Ags on Dalai Lama as well very soon.
There's going to be the smoke now with Albino Zebra, Kids, and DNM in Kids. What can they find is going to be the question. Counter smoke from Wildcard Gaming.
Oh, Sammy Boy's going to walk right into this trap.
Sammy Boy is going to get found. The 4-staff is not going to be good enough. Oh, he gets the Grave off! And the tree volley decimates Puck there. Not quite enough to finish him off. However, Sammy Boy will fall as Rudy now gets sprouted. And at the same time, Kid's getting gone on. He's so low, but will survive thanks to the orb. Rudy, he is against 3 heroes, and he will fall.
Really nice fight for 5RATFORCESTAFF. Once again, they find the jump onto the Dazzle, and he's not allowed to get any defensive spells off. Like, he got the Grave off, but at that point, he was already dead.
Yeah.
And just the backline pierce is really starting to come through. The ability to jump with this coil, with the infest.
Now, DNM with an Aegis of his own. Level 22 on this Lifestealer, and he has... Did he finish the bash? No, he's now going MKB. Okay. Yeah, against the butterfly of the Luna.
It does feel like DNM has finally found a way into the game.
Oh, he's gonna get stunned here. Oh, great counter initiate by Giant. DNM will still fall, loses his first life. Eve's gotten doomed up though here, and will lose her life. So, what a grave there by Sammy Boy, just in time. Will it be enough to let Luna survive? No, but they will find a counter kill. At the same time, Dalai Lama, his BKB has run out, but he has the way to get over the cliff and just TP.
Oh, he couldn't get the sprout off.
Ooh.
They had a ward on him too, actually. I thought Speed could get it off, but as I was saying about Lifestealer, he can still very obviously die. 100-0, as we saw there.
Yeah.
So he's not completely immune, but we're seeing that it's going to take a lot of resources for Wildcard to dump into this Lifestealer. And the tough thing for Wildcard is you've kind of reached the point on this Puck where he can just jump into the backlines and insta-kill the Dazzle.
Yeah.
And we're seeing fight after fight after fight. Sammy Boy is just pretty much instantly dead.
not allowed to get any multiple rounds of his spells, or sometimes not even one round. He got the Grave off there, which allowed Radiant to at least get the kill onto the Doom. But, I mean, like, you get that fight, you get the Aegis, but you're still losing towers. It is still a Nature's Prophet taking over the map. DNM now has more farm than the Luna. And it's finishing up that MKB very soon. The courier just has to get to the secret shop.
And because of this itemization from Speed, it feels like Wildcard are kind of running out of damage themselves. The Wraith Pact coming out, the Vessel. Very nice just itemization, I feel like, from Speed all the way around, on top of just the raw map control that he's providing for his team.
We also have level 25 on the puck now, so the Dream Coil pierces spell immunity now. Well, it's level 25 for the Nature's
He's got that Arcane Rune as well.
Oh, Speed. He's already doing
Rudy.
That is so much damage. At the same time, Rudy finds the puck here, counter initiates as the DC happens. Oh no, that's
Sammy
scary.
Boy with the immediate question mark. Oh dear.
Also, Nature's Prophet just took a tier 3 tower, by the way.
This fight is looking really good for 5RATFORCESTAFF. Kits, I think Kits is going to get out of here. And Rudy is almost guaranteed dead.
Yeah, he doesn't have a BKB of his own. He went very, very greedy into the full Daedalus. No BKB yet for him. Sammy Boy is in the area, though. He might be able to get a Grave off, and Davai Lama coming in as well. However, Eve's still very far away. Power turned off. Well, turn it back on is what I say to that.
I recommend pressing the on switch. I heard it's a very easy way to fix tech problems.
So here at this, so like DNM, Giant, and Kids are all on top of this Tiny. Sammy Boy, right now, I feel like this is one of the first fights he can actually maybe play because Puck is already so low. They still have Dream Coil though.
The problem is going to be that if Kits gets out here, he's on Arcane Rune, and I feel like he can stay in the area and just abuse the Arcane Rune.
He also, so his Aeon Disc is coming off cooldown in 7 seconds.
Right. So it doesn't feel like Kits is gonna be unable to fight, because I still feel like he can abuse his CD reduction coming out. And the problem is we haven't even seen... Speed has not joined the fight. I feel like there's a chance that Speed literally just TPs into this high ground here and disrupts everything.
He doesn't have a TP scroll or his teleportation for 10 seconds.
Okay, never mind. Very low chance of him TPing in.
Which, like, he did just like to play onto the racks of, like, taking the tier 3. And, like, with his level 25 talents, those towers melted.
Did he go for the... Oh, yeah, he went for the Treant damage. So, yeah, you're right. How much does the big Treant do? Does 171 damage.
Jesus, and he has 2,500 health. Yeah, I mean, this is going to be at least... Well, when is backdoor protection
let's math this out. So there's 2 greater Treants. So they both have 171.
The nerd is going on.
So they have 342. How many little Treants are there? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9 little Treants, all for 100. So that's like 1,200 damage if each of them attacks once.
That Rex is gone. Like
that range Rex looks to be dead. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing.
I think it all, like, if backdoor protection doesn't kick in the next 3 seconds, I feel like the melee Rex is also gone.
I don't think the melee will die.
Well, okay.
It has more armor and more HP.
I'm happy to prove you wrong there.
Okay. Maybe you're right. I don't think the range Rex or the melee Rex dies. The range Rex definitely dies.
The range, yeah, maybe we are in agreement there. Range Rex is dead. As a little bit unfortunate there with Albino Zebra. He's also, I mean, it's really unfortunate disconnect there. It's a really unfortunate disconnect. So Doom already just used his BKB. DNM has the MKB finished, and he's just mauling away at that Tiny. He's in trouble. He's in trouble. I feel like Tiny right now is like
you could say he's between a rock and a hard place.
I could say that, but I won't.
I'm a bit upset that Rudy doesn't have the what's the
one with the skeleton.
the stupidly ugly Tiny set. No, hold on, I have to go find
you mean
it.
The Christmas one?
He doesn't have the coral, or he doesn't have the coral set on.
Oh, the coral set is so ugly. Never use that.
It's so disgusting. And there's I play with certain Tiny players, not to name any names, that use it to spite us because of how ugly it is. It's really not cool.
Yes, those certain Tiny players, please stop. Please stop using that set. You be like Rudy. Be like Rudy. Use a cool set. You know. His internet is currently out. That is not good.
That is really unfortunate.
So
drive on over to the local land center.
Does that still exist here in the US? Are there still like land centers?
I think so. They're definitely just a dying breed.
Yeah. Yeah, and COVID didn't help them either.
No, they most certainly did not. I don't think COVID really helped anybody but Amazon, you know?
True.
if you really want to go there. Lulz. Any admins lulz.
He doing it sideways. What? Who's doing what sideways? What do you think he's referring to?
Wait, who's talking?
That was Dalai Lama who said he's doing it sideways.
I have him muted. I see.
Oh, right side.
I see.
You didn't have to expose it like that. Oh, bright side.
To be fair, if I ever play with people in pubs, and I just mute them if they spam voice lines.
That's fair. That's fair.
Especially the wildcard voice lines.
It's an online video game. You can't just pause it.
They are so obnoxious, man. Oh my god. I mean, it's a cool voice line, but god, is it obnoxious.
It is a fantastic voice line. I'm actually surprised nobody came up with that one before. But that one is that one is a fantastic voice line. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, we're just waiting here.
It looks like the admin is on a bit of a snooze break.
Yeah, you know. What can you do? That's all I always say.
There's a voice line for that.
What can you do? Have that one.
That was a really nice impression. I'm really glad you did that. Thank you.
You're welcome. So let's talk about some level 25 talents here. So what is a cool level 25 talent? Luna plus 0.2.
In the game or just overall?
Overall. Because I feel like here in this game they aren't that cool. Maybe one of the supports. I mean, Splinter Blast 1.5 seconds stun.
Yeah, the Splinter Blast stun duration is one of my favorites. Let me just try and remember what some 25s are here. I mean, Snapfire 25.
Oh,
is one of the betters.
Both of them,
both of them are really good. Whether you're a core or support. I think Puck 25 is the most impactful in this game.
Yeah.
It's just the old Ags, which I feel like it was a needed nerf to put this on a 25, but now his 25 is just so powerful.
Yeah, it like I feel like it makes it even more so that Puck is pretty much exclusively played mid, like maybe with the occasional stint into offlane. Because like those levels are just so important. How do you feel about like these lifestealer level 25?
I feel like you would never like think the right one is good, but you would never not take the left one, I think.
Okay, hear me out here, Brightside. Which one does more damage? Checkmate.
Well,
right one, the better one. Checkmate.
Well, technically, it's just lifesteal.
Oh,
It's
Oh,
not. It doesn't increase the damage percentage.
oh no. Oh no. I'm looking really dumb
So
right now. Oh no.
you
Right,
you
Brenda, let's
might
talk about auto talent. Talk about auto talents. Level 25 Dazzler. How do you feel about this one? We're not talking about lifesteal anymore.
He's level 14, Avon. I don't know if he's getting 25 anytime soon. We're 38 minutes in. He's not level 15 yet.
He said a tough one. He said a tough one. He's been getting hunted. Like Sammy Boy has been getting hunted all game long.
I'd say of the players that aren't 25 yet, I think the AoE Dragon Tail
Yeah.
is probably the best. Just because I mean, imagine if you had it right here, even.
Yeah, I was thinking about that when the pause started. Oh, we have to reconnect. We have a G call. Okay, are we ready? Bright side. Rudy, how far can you survive Sammy Boy onto the side here? We have the G call from Wildcard Gaming, and we have to go. We're gonna be on pausing here. As Rudy getting gone on here, stunned up. Sammy Boy gets the grave, and Dire completely tries to disengage. Huge fight there. Happened.
That was really depressing.
That
They just all ran.
I mean, I feel like kind of it's fair because like taking that fight, I feel like from either side is like kind of sketchy because you had so much time. But damn, okay, we just completely disengaged.
That was very anticlimactic.
That was extremely anticlimactic.
I'm so depressed. Range Rax, by the way, died. Melee is still alive. Ratio check.
Well, when did backdoor protection come in?
Doesn't matter. Irrelevant.
I got ratioed a lot here, didn't I?
Just doesn't matter.
Okay. There's now. So, we had a little bit of a stint here for people who just joined us. Brightside, what's the state of this game? What are we looking for next?
Well, next Aegis is a long way away, so definitely not playing for that. I think it's really just gonna be trying to find the pickoffs for Wildcard, and in 5RATFORCESTAFF trying to find these big team fights.
Yeah. There's also the Tiny working on his BKB. I mean, Rudy with a new 9-second BKB. He has level 25, minus 8-second avalanche cooldown.
He has an enchanted quiver as well. Talk about a nice neutral item for his build.
Very nice, very nice. Now, however, they're gonna go onto Zeus here, right into the base, and Alex is just dead. However, TP coming in from Sammy Boy, but they are gonna lose another range Drax. Kids has the Aeon Disc, Orbs on out, and will be out of there.
The rat from Speed
they're gonna lose a tier 3 as well. These treants hit so hard. Like, this range Drax nearly falls. This range, okay, nearly falls.
And now that we're at this point in the game,
Davai Lama is getting doomed up here as the tree volley coming in. A nice grave here, but the Winter's Curse from Albino Zebra, making sure this Dazzle dies right here, right now. Rudy getting very low as well. Toss not gonna be nearly enough, and 4 heroes dead on the side of Wildcard.
This Prophet pick is just looking so brilliant with how they played it this game.
Absolutely.
They just always have...
It's going to be green coiled up here. They're going to go straight onto the high ground. Triple buyback from the Radiant, and Dire, we head on out of there.
The ability for 5RATFORCESTAFF to always have 2 to 3 lanes pushing and always be threatening buildings with the Nature's Prophet, it gives them so many options.
Why are there so many treants?
Jeez Louise. And because of this, 5RATFORCESTAFF, they can kind of just pick and choose the fights that they want. They're now getting to the point where they can just constantly abuse this infest with the coil. And now that they forced 3 buybacks, they have 3 prime targets.
Now Kits is cliffed himself here. A little bit of an Arteezy impression going on.
It's not... Well... If you're implying that Arteezy purposely likes to stand on cliffs, maybe.
Who says he doesn't?
Do you think Arteezy enjoys being cliffed?
Maybe. Why would it happen so often to him? You know, gotta wonder. But anyways, we have hit level 25 on the lifestealer. He chose the wrong talent, not the lifesteal one. As Kids, is gonna get gone on here. Nice Dream Coil though, as DNM gets the rage off. And Kids will be out of there as well. And at the same time, just true to their name, 5RATFORCESTAFF, we're gonna go for some rat play.
Luckily, Rudy literally one-shots them with the quiver.
Yeah.
That is the one nice thing. The problem is, this is just going to happen off cooldown. And because of this, I feel like Wildcard can never take a fight on their own terms now.
So he gets, with one Sprout, he gets 2 greater Treants and like 9 or 10 small Treants.
Yeah, so you get that 15 talent pretty much every game now, I think, if you're going this build. And he has Octarine as well.
Jump forward here onto Dalai Lama, has his own BKB with the Dream Coil. Still gonna be stunned up. As now Zeus trying to counteract it, and the 4-staff out.
Oh, what a curse.
What a curse there onto Rudy. It's not gonna be enough to finish him off, but Dazzle will die. Sammy Boy still has buyback, will use it as Rudy has his own BKB. Tries to fight back here against Giant. Giant is gonna be tossed up and will fall. As Kids at the same time just jumps around, joins, and will be out of there. And the Treants, they're going.
The back door is still in, though.
You know who doesn't care? Speed about backdoor.
Well. But, I mean, honestly, pretty nice fight for Wildcard. Those are those kind of chaotic fights, I feel like, are what they need to try and get more consistently. Where, I mean, they forced the puck to solo coil the Dragon Knight, so they pretty much wasted the coil, and then they used Doom on the Dazzle, which I feel like is just not the hero to.
Dazzle has bought back, so that is a dieback on him.
The Dazzle is super dead.
Yeah, I mean, Sammy Boy was just hunted, and they got the bottom racks, as now the Treants, they're gonna get the mid racks.
They're gonna get mid as well. Oh my god.
The Treants, they're just
going for the next. Yeah, why not?
They're on a mission. They're like, yo, what if we just mega them? And it's so low commitment. They don't even give much gold. Why do they give so little gold?
I wish I knew, man. I wish I knew.
Okay, so what do you think is the win percentage right now, before you look at it?
Is it 100? It's that or 99?
It's 88 right now.
Really?
That's surprisingly low. Like 4 for 5RAT. Yeah.
I mean, I guess if you were to really think about it, if they take one favorable fight on Wildcard, they do always have Luna Dragonite in the base and Tiny.
Oh, and
so if they ever manage
Rapier,
they do always have the ability to end the game off of a fight. And so that is something that 5RAT you do have to kind of be aware of, at least. I don't know if you need to be concerned about it, but they are going to get the Aegis. That's going to make it a little bit easier.
We also have the Aghanim Scepter on the Lifestealer, so now you can infest onto the Luna and disarm her.
One of the weirder Ags in the game.
Yeah.
I remember some people were like experimenting with like second item Ags on Lifestealer, and it was just so bad. I think the only time you buy Ags on this hero is when you get it for free from Roche.
Yeah.
So you're not buying it at that point.
Getting it for free is nearly always a good reason to have it, as now DNM and Kids are going to be under a ward. DNM scouts for it, as the Dream Call connects here onto Rudy. Rudy still has a BKB. They're trying to counter-initiate onto Giant, but a nice cold embrace there from the Winter Wyvern will keep Giant safe. At the same time, DNM, now the Winter's Curse will be there onto Sammy Boy. Sammy Boy already dead. Now Luna has been doomed up. Still deals a lot of damage, but DNM, he just deals so much more. I don't think they even realized there was a Rapier, as GGs are called. And 5RATFORCESTAFF force us to a game number 3 here.
Game 3, baby.
Game 3.
We ride a very... It was not clean for 5RATFORCESTAFF. I won't say that. I think there were times where they had the lead and it looked like they were almost going to throw it away.
Yeah.
But the profit, I think the